चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नित्यानन्दं नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानन्दप्रदायिने कलोकल्मषनाशाय श्रीजानवापते नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। सभी हाथ ऊपर नहीं कर रहे, सभी करो। हाँ ऐसे, और ऊपर, और जोर से दोनों हाथ। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वेरी गुड, थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। आज सीता जी का आविर्भाव तिथि, अर्थात हम कहते हैं जन्म तिथि साधारण भाषा में। जिस प्रकार से रामनवमी मनाई जाती है, ऐसे ही अभी तो सब मंदिर बंद है, नहीं तो हम लोग अच्छे से इस तिथि को अपने अपने स्थानों पे मनाते हैं। सीता जी का वैशिष्ट्य क्या है? अब पूरी रामायण तो नहीं हो पाएगी, लेकिन सीता जी का वैशिष्ट्य क्या है, स्पेशलिटी क्या है? राम जी की शक्ति सीता देवी, जिस प्रकार श्री राम जी ने मर्यादा का पूरा पालन किया और मर्यादा की परिपूर्ण सीमा दिखलाई, इससे ऊपर मर्यादा और हो नहीं सकती, उसी प्रकार सीता जी भी पूर्ण मर्यादा दिखला रही है। सीता जी को वन में जाने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं थी, उनके लिए तो ये 14 वर्ष का वनवास नहीं था, लेकिन तो भी अपने स्वामी श्री राम जी की सेवा के लिए सीता जी इतना कष्ट सहन करके भी उनके साथ गई। अच्छा, कौन सा कष्ट बड़ा है? वन में जो पत्थर चुभ रहे हैं, कांटे लग रहे हैं, वो कष्ट बड़ा होता है, या फिर पीछे रहती हुई महल में राम जी का जो विरह है वो कष्ट अधिक होता है? इस पर विचार करो। अपने जिससे सबसे अधिक प्रेम है सीता जी को किससे प्रेम है? श्री राम जी से प्रेम है। सीता जी को सुख ऐश्वर्य से प्रेम नहीं है, इसलिए वो सभी प्रकार के सुख और ऐश्वर्य को त्याग करके राम जी के साथ वन में गई। कभी भी चिंता नहीं की कि वहां खाने को क्या मिलेगा, कांटे होंगे, पत्थर होंगे, हिंसक पशु होंगे, वो सब कुछ सहन कर सकती हैं, लेकिन राम जी का जो विरह है वह सहन नहीं कर सकती। इसलिए उस मिलन को, राम जी के साथ जो मिलन है, उस मिलन को प्राप्त होते हुए सीता जी श्री राम जी के साथ वन में गई। पैर में यदि कांटा लग जाए, पत्थर लग जाए, तो सीता जी की बड़ी विपत्ति है। क्यों? लक्ष्मण जी चरण छू नहीं सकते, वहां मर्यादा है, और राम जी को चरण छूने देंगी नहीं। सीता जी बड़े कष्ट करके स्वयं ही उन समस्त कष्टों को सहन करती हैं, लेकिन एक परम आनंद भी है सीता जी को। वो क्या? राम जी का सब समय मिलन प्राप्त है। राम जी से विरह नहीं है, उस मिलन सुख को आस्वादन कर रही है, उस मिलन सुख को आस्वादन कर रही है। लेकिन श्री राम जी चाहते हैं कि मैं भी और सीता भी, हम दोनों उस वीर सुख को भी आस्वादन करें। वीर भी एक सुख है, वो हम लोग नहीं समझेंगे, भगवान और उनके परिकर समझते हैं। इसी कारण से तो भगवान अपने उस दिव्य धाम से इस पृथ्वी पर आते हैं, क्योंकि वहां पर वीरे नहीं है। यहाँ पर आकर वो इस वीरे को आस्वाद लेने आते हैं कि जब बिछड़ना होता है, उस बिछड़ने में जब व्यक्ति तड़पता है, आंखों से आंसू बहते हैं, दिन रात उसी का स्मरण होता है, उसी की याद आती है, उसके बिना एक क्षण भी ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे वर्षों बीत गए हों। ये भी एक अपने आप में आनंद है। हमें दुख लगता है, लेकिन भगवान को इसमें आनंद आता है। ये प्रेम की बात है, और इस प्रेम का स्वादन श्री राम जी ने भी किया, श्री कृष्ण ने भी किया, और चैतन्य महाप्रभु जी ने तो बड़ी बहुत पूर्ण अवस्था में की। इसलिए इतनी सारी घटना घटी। रावण जी सीता जी को ले गया, लेकिन कौन सी सीता जी को ले गया? छाया सीता। जो मूल सीता थी, राम जी की शक्ति, उसको स्पर्श करने का रावण का अधिकार नहीं है। छाया सीता को ही ले गया था, और अशोक वाटिका में बैठकर वह सीता जी, नाम है अशोक। अशोक मतलब जहां पर शोक ना हो, और वहां सीता जी क्या कर रही है? शोक प्रकट कर रही है, लेकिन वो शोक नहीं है। राम 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 राम, दिन रात बस राम जी का स्मरण, राम जी का ही नाम उच्चारण कर रही है, और इसके द्वारा क्या कर रही है? उस वीर सुख को आस्वादन कर रही है। और दूसरी ओर श्री राम जी भी सीते 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 कहते हुए, उन्हीं का ही नाम लेते हुए, उनको स्मरण करते हुए उस वीर सुख को आस्वादन कर रही है। इसलिए सीता जी का यहाँ पर समर्पण देखो कैसा। इनका वैशिष्ट्य क्या, इनकी शिक्षा क्या? राम जी को छोड़कर और कुछ नहीं करना चाहती, राम जी के साथ ही वन में जाने के लिए तैयार हो रही है। राम जी के साथ ही वन में गई, अपने सारा श्रृंगार छोड़ दिया, सारा सुख ऐश्वर्य छोड़ दिया, राम जी का सानिध्य प्राप्त करने के लिए। मतलब राम जी की सेवा करने के लिए, और उसी सेवा में ही परम सुख, उसी सेवा में सब कुछ प्राप्त है उनको। और फिर अशोक वाटिका में बैठकर राम जी के नाम को उच्चारण कर रही है। राम जी और राम जी के नाम में कोई अंतर नहीं है, हमको नहीं पता लग रहा, लेकिन वास्तविकता तो यही है, राम और उनके नाम में कोई अंतर नहीं, एक ही है। इसलिए जब वो राम 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 पुकार रही है, तो पूर्ण रूप से राम जी का सानिध्य प्राप्त कर रही है, विशेष रूप से। इसी को कहा गया विरह। विरह का मतलब विशेष रूप से रहा, विशिष्ट रूपे न रहा, मतलब विशेष रूप से मिलन, हृदय से स्मरण करते हुए, नाम लेते हुए। तो कितनी मर्यादा और कितना सहन है। उसके बाद अग्नि परीक्षा दी थी। वो अग्नि परीक्षा तो एक नाटक है। अभी वो आंदोलन चल जाता है, महिलाओं का आंदोलन, और उस महिला आंदोलन में भी फिर क्या बोलते हैं? अरे सीता को भी कितना कष्ट सहन करने पड़े, ये सब समय स्त्रियों पर ही अत्याचार होता है, सीता जी पर कितना अत्याचार हुआ। बात जानते नहीं, रामायण सुनते नहीं, कुछ पढ़ते नहीं, और बस उल्टा सीधा जो मन में आया बोल दिया। भगवान अपनी इच्छा से सब किया। ये एक नाटक चल रहा है, और उसको हम अच्छी भाषा में कहते हैं लीला चल रही है। साधारण भाषा में समझाने के लिए कहा नाटक। अपनी इच्छा से दोनों अलग हुए, नहीं तो शक्ति और शक्तिमान कभी अलग नहीं हो सकते। एक अग्नि जल रही है, उस अग्नि में रोशनी भी है और उसका तेज भी है। क्या रोशनी और तेज को कोई अलग कर सकता है? नहीं। ऐसे ही शक्तिमान और शक्ति को कोई अलग नहीं कर सकता, लेकिन अपनी इच्छा से वो अलग हो रहे हैं। क्यों? विरह को आस्वाद करने के लिए। विरह क्या? विशेष रूप से मिलन को कहते हैं विरह। विशिष्ट रूपे न रह। तुम्हारा सीता जी यदि रो रही हैं, तो वहां पर राम जी भी तो रो रहे हैं। सिर्फ सीता जी रो रही है, राम जी नहीं रो रहे। तो दोनों ही तो स्वाद ले रहे हैं इसका। फिर राम जी ने रावण को मार दिया और अग्नि परीक्षा की गई सीता जी की। अग्नि परीक्षा का मतलब क्या? जो राम जी की अपनी शक्ति है सीता जी, राम जी वो वापस ले रहे हैं और छाया सीता को वहीं छोड़ रहे हैं। ये है ना कि सच में आग में कूदना पड़ रहा है, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं। फिर जगत में मर्यादा का प्रदर्शन करने के लिए सीता जी को त्याग दिया गया। एक धोबी की बात सुनकर सीता जी को त्याग दिया। लेकिन मैं बार बार बोलता हूं, राम जी ने सीता जी को नहीं त्यागा, राजा ने सीता को त्यागा। श्री राम जी ने कभी अपने हृदय से सीता को त्यागा नहीं। एक राजा के रूप में सीता जी का त्याग किया, लेकिन दिन रात सीता 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 ही उच्चारण किया, सीता जी का ही स्मरण किया। क्यों? फिर वही विरह, उस विशेष रह को, उस आनंद को स्वाद लेने के लिए। और फिर सीता जी गुरु जी के आश्रम में रही और बालकों को जन्म दिया, लव और कुश को जन्म दिया। तो सीता जी ने क्या राम जी को छोड़ दिया? राम जी का आदर्श छोड़ दिया? राम जी का स्मरण छोड़ दिया? नहीं। अपने बालकों को भी राम जी की महिमा का ही शिक्षा दिया, वही ज्ञान दिया, जिससे कि लव कुश आकर फिर वही गान राम जी के दरबार में आकर उन्होंने वही गान गाया। और तब राम जी को पता लगा, अरे ये तो मेरे ही पुत्र हैं। और सीता जी को जब बुलाया गया तो फिर परीक्षा हुई। और तब सीता जी ने, ये भी एक नाटक है, क्योंकि अब लीला पूरी करनी है। जहां से आए वहां पर वापस भी तो जाना है। साकेत धाम से आए, अब जाने के लिए भी तो कोई बहाना चाहिए। तो यही बहाना। सीता जी ने पुकारा, हे वसुंधरे, हे पृथ्वी, मुझको अपने स्थान दीजिए। सीता जी का जन्म कहां से हुआ? पृथ्वी से हुआ। सीता जी पिछले जन्म में उनका पूर्व इतिहास क्या है? वेदवती। उनका नाम वेदवती था। पिताजी ने उनका नाम रखा वेदवती, जो सारे वेदों का जो सार है। रावण वेदवती के रूप को देखकर मोहित हो गया और रावण वेदवती से विवाह करना चाहता है। लेकिन इन्होंने विचार कर लिया था वेदवती ने कि मैं अगर विवाह करूंगी तो बस विष्णु से ही करूंगी और किसी से नहीं। बाकी सारे पुरुष तो एक दिन छोड़कर चले जाते हैं, लेकिन भगवान ही ऐसे हैं परम पुरुष जो कभी किसी को छोड़ते नहीं। सारे पुरुष तो छोड़ देते हैं, भगवान नहीं छोड़ते किसी को। तो वेदवती जी ने विचार किया, विवाह तो उन्हीं से करूंगी जो कभी त्यागे ना मुझको और मेरे को छोड़कर जाए ना, शरीर छोड़कर जाए ना। और विष्णु ही ऐसे हैं जो सब समय निरंतर रहते हैं, भगवान ही ऐसे हैं। रावण वेदवती के केशों को पकड़ लिया, बालों को ऐसे पकड़कर जबरदस्ती ले जाने लगा। वेदवती जी ने अपने बालों को ही काट दिया और अब विचार किया कि एक पर पुरुष ने मेरे को छू लिया है, इसलिए मैं वहीं पर अपने शरीर को त्याग, वेदवती जी ने शरीर त्यागा। और फिर सीता, सीता का मतलब जो पृथ्वी से प्रकट हो, जो पृथ्वी से प्रकट हो, नाम ही सीता। इसलिए जनक महाराज जी ने पृथ्वी को हल जोतते हुए पृथ्वी से सीता जी को प्राप्त किया और उनको अपने पुत्री के रूप में लालन पालन किया, और वहीं से सीता जी का नाम हुआ जानकी। तो उन्हीं पृथ्वी में ही सीता जी समा गई। तो पृथ्वी जी में समा गई का मतलब ये नहीं पृथ्वी में समाधि हो गई, वहीं पृथ्वी के मार्ग से साकेत धाम पहुंच गई। और श्री राम जी अपने सारे जितने परिकर थे उनको लेकर सरजू नदी में चले गए। क्या जल में समाधि ले ली? नहीं, ये एक माध्यम है, ये उपाय है कि यहीं से फिर वापस अपने साकेत धाम में फिर अपने भक्तों के साथ, अपने परिवार के साथ मिलन होगा। इसलिए अच्छे से रामलीला समझते हुए, उन विचारों को, उन तत्वों को समझकर तब पता लगता है। और कितना कहें, समय तो निकलता जा रहा है। सीता जी का त्याग, कि मेरे राम पर किसी प्रकार का कोई लांछन ना लगे। जो सीता जी सारे सुख ऐश्वर्य को त्याग रही हैं, वो वन में जाकर एक सोने के हिरण को देखकर आकर्षित हो जाएंगी और राम जी के पीछे पड़ गई, मेरे को तो हिरण चाहिए, ये सोने का हिरण है। राम जी ने मना भी किया, तब भी नहीं, मुझको ये हिरण चाहिए। किस लिए? क्योंकि एक कोई बहाना मिले जिस कारण से राम जी यदि सारे असुरों को संहार करें तो उन पर दोष ना आ जाए, मेरे राम पर किसी को मारने का दोष ना आ जाए, और सारा दोष मेरे सिर पर ही आ जाए कि मैंने ही वो हिरण लेने की इच्छा क्यों की, मेरे कारण ही तो सब कुछ हुआ। ना वो हिरण का, ना वो हिरण का ये लीला होती, और ना रावण आता, और ना रावण सीता जी को हरण करके ले जाता, वो हिरण ही तो कारण बना। वहीं से तो राम जी अलग हुए। तो वो सारा, बहुत सारे इसके, रावण सीता को हरण करके ले गया कोई साधारण बात है? इसके पीछे बहुत से कारण हैं। पहली बात तो स्वयं ही इच्छा थी, हम उस वीर रस का स्वादन करेंगे। दूसरा, राम जी पर कोई दोष ना आ जाए, क्योंकि यदि कोई रावण, कोई असुर सीता जी को, किसी की पत्नी को उठाकर ले जाए तो निश्चित रूप से राम जी या कोई भी अवतार वो तो युद्ध करेंगे ही और असुरों को संहार करेंगे ही। इसलिए उन पर दोष ना आए और सारा दोष मेरे सिर पर आए। इसलिए ये सीता जी की कुछ महिमा है, मैंने हिंदी में कही, अब मैं थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश में बोल देता हूँ। हरे कृष्णा। सो appearance day of Sita ji. I know everyone understood what I said, right? Everyone knows Hindi. No need to repeat. Today's appearance day of Jahnavi Thakurani. In our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, the importance of Jahnavi Thakurani is very high because our mantra pranali, the bhajan shiksha and the mantra pranali coming from Shri Jahnavi Thakurani. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur following, this is our line. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur following the line of Shri Jahnavi Thakurani. The bhajan in Madhurya Ras, bhajan in serving the intimate pastimes of Radha Krishna. This mantra pranali comes from Shri Jahnavi Thakurani. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur adopted this, and then from him this parampara is coming. In Dwapar Yuga, the two potencies of Shri Baldev Prabhu, Shri Balaram Ji, Varuni and Revati, two wives of Baldev Prabhu in Dwarika, Varuni and Revati. When Shri Baldev Prabhu appeared as Shri Nityan Prabhu, he married to two daughters of uh, Surya Khan Sarkhel. What were the name two daughters? Vasudha and Janava, which were Varuni and Revati in Baldev Leela, no, in Krishna Leela. Now Vasudha and Janava. From Shri Baldev Prabhu and Vasudha Devi, Veerbhadra Prabhu took birth. When Shri Nityan Prabhu left to his abode, Shri Janva Devi, she became very renowned in the community, Gaudiya Vaishnava community, Gaudiya Vaishnava Samaj, like an acharya, even though she is lady. That's why Srila Gurudev used to say, everyone has adhikar qualification to do bhajan, to worship Krishna, to get interest into the pastimes of Krishna. As there are many examples like Ganga Mata Thakurani, like Shri Janva Thakurani. There are a couple of examples also like this. Shri Janva Devi. Some little glimpse of the pastimes of Shri Janva Thakurani is the festival, as we heard from Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, the festival of Khetri Gram, Bangladesh. And the festival was about Shri Narottam Thakur. With so much difficulty, he discovered 6 deities. Mahaprabhu, Radhakanta, the names are there, 6 deities, which was buried, and there were so many snakes, very venomous, dangerous snakes. And everyone was telling not to touch that hole. But Shri Narottam Thakur, without any hesitation, he discovered those 6 deities. And Shri Janva Thakurani declared a festival. As I said earlier, Shri Janva Thakurani, Shri Janva Devi, she was acting as Acharya of all Gaudiya Vaishnava community. Everyone was worshipping her as Guru. Shri Narottam, Shaman, Srinivas, Prabhu Trai. They were worshipping Shri lotus feet of Shri Janva Thakurani. And because she is acting as an Acharya, she was potency of Shri Nityanand Prabhu. Veerbhadra Prabhu, who is son of Vasudha and Shri Nityan Prabhu, had doubt. How can a female play a role of an Acharya? So he was not accepting initiation from anyone. Whereas many were taking accepting initiation from Shri Janva Thakurani. Imagine, Nityan Prabhu's own son not accepting Janva Thakurani as Acharya's Guru, saying this is not according to the standard. But once upon a time, Shri Veerbhadra Prabhu, he saw one scene. And that is, Shri Janva Thakurani was cooking. And ladies always used to cover their head with a veil. Nowadays, no one is following the standard. But actually, that's the standard. That was a standard. And even now, many, they follow this standard. They cover their head. So Janva Thakurani, when she was cooking, the veil fell down, means from her head on the shoulder. Veerbhadra Prabhu, all of a sudden, he entered the kitchen. So Janva Thakurani saw, my veil is not on my head. And with 2 hands, she was busy in cooking. And she manifested 2 other hands and took her veil on her head. 4 hands, Chaturbhuja. See? Just like Lakshmi Devi, She also had four hands. So Janva Devi, she manifested four hands. And seeing this, Veerbhadra Prabhu was so shocked and amazed. And then, after seeing this, he understood that Janva Devi is not an ordinary woman. She is very special. Nityanand Shakti, potency of Shri Nityan Prabhu. And then he took initiation from Shri Janva Devi. Then she took initiation. So she had so many disciples, and Narottam Shaman Srinivas Prabhu accepting her as her Shiksha Guru. So under the leadership, supervision of Shri Janva Devi, a big festival was arranged, invited all Vaishnavas, all Gaudiya Vaishnavas at that time. Grand celebration. So many Vaishnavas, thousands of them. And Narottam Shaman Srinivas Acharya Prabhu performed the ceremonies like yagyas, etc. But everything was under her name, under her supervision. She came to Vrindavan Dham, and she is the one who arranged Radha Rani with all the deities in Vrindavan. Govindji, discovered by Rup Goswami, was buried underground. So Rup Goswami Pad took Govindji and established Govindji. I mean, there is no need to install, self-installed Govindji. Madan Mohanji, Gopinathji, Radharaman manifested from Shaligram. So on the altar, only Krishna was there. Shri Janva Devi, when she saw this, she ordered Radharani deities. And then Radharani deities was being kept next to Krishna. So there's 7 temples which we see. I can say 6 temples, not including Radharamanji, because Radharamanji is Radharaman. Radharani is in the heart. So Shri Janva Thakurani, she arranged Radharani deities next to Krishna in Vrindavan. She, in Krishna Leela, is Ananga Manjari, younger sister of Radharani, and serve Krishna in amorous pastimes. Ananga Manjari, she gets along with Krishna and please Krishna. But all other Manjaris, they don't come close to Krishna. Even if Krishna proposed them, they're always serving under the guidance of Radharani. But Ananga Manjari, she is very special one. Younger sister of Radharani. And sometimes Radharani arranged the meeting of Ananga Manjari and Krishna. She has a very special position. So our mantra pranali means the system of mantra comes from Ananga Manjari, from Janva Devi. She holds such a special position. Even so, that when this Khetri Gram, where is this village? In Bangladesh, which was a territory of India in those days, 500 years back. In this festival, when the question was raised, who's going to install the deities? She said, no need to install. Deities are already installed. But Abhishek ceremony was being done by Srinivas Acharya Prabhu. Shri Janva Devi said, Srinivas Prabhu will perform Abhishek ceremony. And when she installed Radharani next to Govindji and other deities and Gopinathji, Gopinath took hand of Janva Thakurani and pulled towards him. That's why if you go Vrindavan, Radha Gopinath temple, what do you see? Radharani and Ananga Manjari. Janva Devi. Yes. Gopinath pulled like this. Come. So this is little pastimes, the account of glories of Sri Janva Thakurani. Therefore, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur begging at the lotus feet of Sri Janva Devi. Just now we heard this song. Heaven, having fallen into this vast ocean of material existence, how will my bewildered soul find the shore? I have no clue how to reach it. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is showing us how to pray to Janva Devi. I have no strength of accumulated pious activities, even knowledge, sacrifices, yogic practice, austerities, or religiosity. Indeed, I have no resource at all. Showing so much. This is called humble mood. I would say no, this is humble mood, but this is called the true mood. And this is our condition. Humble means I have everything, but still I'm showing I have nothing. But we are beggars. We don't have any pious activities, no knowledge, no sacrifices, no austerities, no practice, nothing. I'm extremely weak. I don't know how to swim. Who will rescue me from this calamity? I'm very weak. I don't know how to swim in this material ocean. Vishay kumbhirataha bhishana darshan. The crocodile of sense enjoyment is a ferocious sight, and the waves of lust are constantly agitating me in this material ocean. Lust and sense enjoyment, they're like crocodiles. They're eating me. Or I can say, I'm going in the mouth of crocodile because I want to enjoy. I cannot tolerate the raging winds of the consequences of my activities. I simply weep with an agitating mind, for I see no sailors, means no one to rescue me. O Shri Janva Devi, O go Shri Janva Devi, e dase karuna. Kare aji nija gune guchyao yantrana. O Shri Janva Devi, by virtue of your good qualities, show compassion to this servant today and remove my affliction. I have determined that I will cross over this vast ocean of material existence by taking shelter of the both of your lotus feet. So the lotus feet of Shri Janva Devi is compared to as boat, which is the only means to cross this material ocean. Tume Nityananda Shakti. Who is Nityan Prabhu? Param Karuna. Parama Karuna. Pahudoi Jana. Nitai Gaurachana. Savayavata. Sarashiro Mani. Kevala Ananda Kanda. Nityan Prabhu is Param Karun, full of compassion. And Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala Jechaya Jaga Kagiraya. Nityan Prabhu lotus feet is also very soothing. Similarly, the potency of Shri Nityan Prabhu, Janva Devi. You are the potency of Nityan Prabhu and authority on Krishna Bhakti. Just like Nityan Prabhu is very merciful and compassionate. O go Janva Devi, O respectable Janva Devi, you are also very compassionate and merciful. Kindly bestow your lotus feet, which are like a desire tree, upon this servant. Pada Kalpa Taru, your lotus feet are like desire fulfilling tree. Koto pamer koriya che udar. You have delivered many sinful persons. Srila Thakur is saying, O Janva Devi, you have delivered many sinful servants. Today, this wretched beggar falls at your lotus feet. Tomar charane aje a kangal chhar. This wretched person also wants to take shelter of your lotus feet because you have delivered so many sinful people, and I'm also one of them. If you can deliver all of them, then why not me? This way, in this way, Srila Bhakti Thakur is praying at the lotus feet of Sri Janva Devi. Bolo Sri Janva Devi ki jai. Now, again, on appearance day of Sita Devi. So, I said some Harikatha in Hindi. Just like Janva Devi, she is potency of Nityam Prabhu. Sita Devi is also potency of Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. As Shri Ram manifested the complete Maryada, Sita Devi also shown the complete Maryada. When it was said to Shri Ram that you have to go to exile for 14 years, it was only meant for Shri Ram, not for Sita. But still, Sita Devi, she wanted to go with Ram in forest, giving up all her opulence and comfort. She is tolerating all those thorns and stones, thirst and hunger, everything. So, two options. One is she could have stayed back and enjoyed all the luxuries and comforts in the palace, and affection from the mothers, 3 mother-in-laws, and Darshat Maharaj, and brother-in-laws, Bharat, Shatrughan. So she was in very safe and good hands. She was not bound to go to forest. But still, she gave up all her opulence and comforts and luxuries and even necessities. She went with Ram to forest. Because if she would have stayed back, the separation of Ram is more bitter and more painful than any other pain she come across in the forest. Understand? That pain is more. The separation of Ram, if she would have stayed back. So she wanted to always be with Ram, to serve him, to be all the time with him. No potency want to get separated from source. Vishnu Priya Devi, she don't want to feel separation from Mahaprabhu. Radharani don't want to get separated from Krishna. Sita Devi don't want to get separated from Ram. But still it happened. In all these pastimes, prominent, these 3 pastimes, Ram Leela, Krishna Leela, Mahaprabhu Leela, we see the separation is there. Whereas scripture says, Shakti Shakti Matora Bhedaha. There is no difference between the Shakti means potency and the possessor of potency. And no one can separate them. In any fire, we see light and heat. Any small or big fire. Can we separate light and heat? We can't. Inseparable. Similarly, Shakti and Shaktiman. The possessor of Shakti and the Shakti cannot be separated. But if they themselves want to separate, then who can interfere in that? So what is this separation called? Viraha. Viraha means Vishesh Vishishta Rupena Raha, means union with intense union with some speciality. And that comes when there is separation. Because in separation, one remembers one's beloved all the time. Chant the name of one's beloved all the time. That's a special taste and pleasure, which Sri Ram also want to taste, which Sri Krishna also want to taste, and Mahaprabhu also want to taste, and Mahaprabhu tasted in extreme. So there's many people who don't know the tattva. They just say, "Oh, woman movement." All the time there is women have to tolerate everything, as it happened with Sita, and they very easily say Sita. Shri Ram reject. Ravan kidnapped Sita. Ram rejected Sita. Test on Sita purity through fire. That's not woman movement. It's always women have to tolerate everything. It's not like that. So whatever happening in material world, I have nothing to do with that. I'm not saying about that. But in this pastimes of Ram, Krishna and Mahaprabhu, they are tasting a very special mood, which is called Vipralamba Bhav, means separation mood. And why it is so? Rup Goswami explains, Bina Vipralambena Sambhov Pushni Mashni. Without separation, union cannot be tasted. Separation enhances the mood of union. And it's a special thing which Sri Ram want to taste. That's the reason why we see the separation of Sita and Ram. So if I ask those people who just take the name of Sita Devi and say, "Oh, so much torture to Sita. She was woman, and she was crying and weeping in Lanka and Ashok Vatika. So only she was weeping. How about Ram? He was not crying and weeping in separation of Sita. He was not chanting Sita, Sita all the time, asking trees and plants and flowers everywhere, where is my Sita, where is my Sita? Is only Radharani who's crying? Krishna is not crying. 16,108 wives. Krishna is sleeping with them, but remembering Radharani. Crying is separation from them, from her. And Mahaprabhu also. But there is a different course of pastime for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But in these three pastimes, Sri Ram, Sri Krishna, Mahaprabhu, you see there is separation with the potency. And that's the reason why they come from Saket Dham, Golok Vrindavan and Shwetadi. This is the reason they have to come here, to relish this separation, because there is no separation there. It's always together. But when they come here, there is separation. So the separation of Shakti is more than Shaktiman. Now this is true. The separation of Sita Devi, the separation of Radharani is more intense than Ram and Krishna. Because one who have more love feels more separation. Srila Gurudev used to say this. One who have more love feel more separation. Sita ji have more love. Radha ji has more love for Krishna. And why Mahaprabhu is crying? Because he is Krishna, but the mood is adopted the mood of Radharani. That's why. Sita Devi is crying, weeping at Ashok Vatika, and Krishna, sorry, Ram also crying in the forest. It's a special mood. Ram killed Ravan. Sita Devi has to go through a test of purity. She has to jump in fire. So, isn't it a torture to Sita Devi? No, this is in a very simple word, say drama, a play going on. But in a very good terms, we say this is pastime. Pastime where Supreme Lord have his time pass. This is a pastime where he wants to have time pass. But with reasoning and with so much encouragement and inspiration for conditioned souls like us, for being merciful to us. That's his pastime and time pass. Last year, I was in Bajar. Every year we used to have a festival. It's coming up again next month. Devotees there, Gurudev disciples, they're very efficient. There is one Didi, Govind Priya Didi. Oh, she's so expert in designing and in making those dramas. And it's happening since the time of Srila Gurudev. And Gurudev used to see those dramas and say, wow, it looks like real. And the emotions and everything, exactly. So last year, on the Bajar festival, they showed this drama of how Sati, the consort of Shiva, she came to her father, Daksh Prajapati Yajna, and she threw herself in fire. And this Devi, she did exactly like that. And we were all, oh, what she's doing? So how she was doing this, this gas cylinder, they took the knob off from the cylinder and the gas released and they matched that, lit fire there. So it was so dangerous. And after that, I told them, never do this again. So she was sitting on one seat and just right in front of her, a gas cylinder with a face there, and they lit fire, and it looks like she's sitting in fire. This is what she wanted to present. It appears like she is sitting in fire, but the fire was, little distance from her, but still it was dangerous. But it looks so real if you see from little distance. So everyone appreciated that and clapped for that, and wow, very nice drama. You see, but it was a drama. Similarly, the pastime of Lord, pastimes of Ram, pastimes of Krishna. Sita Devi has to do test, jumping in fire. But that was there to accept the real Sita back from fire, from Yogamaya. Keeping the shadow Sita there and accepting the real Sita. But everyone seeing, oh, Sita is entering into fire. Because this is a play. And then rejecting Sita Devi. He didn't reject Sita Devi. King Ram rejected Sita Devi. The king of Ayodhya, Ram, he rejected. But Ram didn't reject it. As a position of king, On the position of king, Ram rejected Sita. But as Ram, beloved of Sita, never rejected Sita. So there is something external, there is something internal. And inside, Ram was crying and weeping, Sita, 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 remembering Sita Devi. And didn't want to accept her because maintaining Maryada as king. Sita Devi gave birth to twins, Love and Kush. Even so much happened. But did Sita Devi ever rejected Ram? No. Did Ram reject Sita? No. Separation is there. Rejection is not there. It's two different things. Don't try to club up together. Separation means rejection. No. Separation is all worshipable, respectable. The rejection was there. But they are united, remembering each other so much. So, Sita ji gave birth to Love and Kush. But she trained Love and Kush, explaining the past tense of King Ram. She was training them. Training them. And speaking the glories of King Ram. And then one day she revealed to them, who is your father? And Guru Vishwamitra trained them in singing and sent them the courtyard and the palace of Sri Ram because they were warriors and they defeated Lakshman, they defeated Hanuman, they defeated Bharat, and Sri Ram wanted to see. Even Sri Ram came and they defeated Ram. Imagine. They defeated Ram and they wanted to shoot arrow, and then Sita Devi interrupted, what are you doing? And then she revealed, he's your father. But Ram didn't know this. Then these two boys, they wanted to sing. Sri Ram and the whole Ayodhya Vasis were surprised. These two young boys, they are so powerful. They defeated Lakshman, they defeated Bharat, they defeated Ram. And they are also very expert in singing. So they begged, we want to speak the glories of Ram right in front of Ram. In the palace, in front of all citizens, and to King Ram, Raja Ram. We want to sing the glories of Ram. And then they describe the whole history, how Sri Ram got birth, how Dashrath Maharaj, how Kakai, all those, and Kakai was crying and weeping when, and finally, Ravan kidnapped Sita, how Sita is crying there, how Sri Ram is crying there, and Ram, hearing his own pastime, is crying and weeping. He's remembering those days, those moments when I was separated from Sita and I was crying so much. Seeing Ram crying, everyone started crying there. And then on the words of washerman, Sita got rejected, and there one Guru, Vishwamitra, gave shelter to Sita Devi. These boys explaining everything. And everyone knew this. But hearing, they all were crying and weeping. And tears in their eyes, Love and Kush. Said, and that Sita, she gave birth to twins in the ashram, the ashram of Guru Vishwamitra. When Ram heard this, he was, huh? Because he didn't know this part. He only knew the part Sita got rejected. Means, but then they said, she gave birth to twins. And Mother Kaushalya, Mother Kakai, Mother Sumitra, everyone. Huh, really? Because no news about this. And then they both said, we are those sons of Sita. And Shri Ram, you are our father. That was like shock. Shri Ram was shocked to hear this. But he felt like jumping from the throne and embrace his son. But he maintained this maryada so hard. You see, such an emotional moment was going on, but he still became hard to maintain that maryada and ordered, bring Sita here. Sita, Devi was uh, requested and she came. Very simple clothing. The point came to accept Sita now. But someone raised a voice. What is the sign of purity? That Agni Pariksha, the test was done in Lanka. We were not present there. We didn't saw this. Then not Ram, but King Ram said, yes, now Sita has to give her sign of her purity. And Sita Devi was not able to hold this. Enough. So she prayed, Vasundhara means Prithvi, earth. I don't want to stay anymore on this planet. Give me place in your lap. And Prithvi got separated. The earth got separated. And the Bhu Shakti, Prithvi, earth is Bhu Shakti of Lord. She appeared and made Sita Devi sat on her chariot or throne, and she went inside the Prithvi. But what is this going on? Last time. Because now they want to go back to Saket to unite there. Enough separation. Separation cannot go long, otherwise it gets painful. For some time, nice, enhance union. But all the time separation, that's not the devotee's vision. Gurudev said, you always want Radha Krishna to separate? No. Jai Jai Radha Krishna Yugal Milan. Uniting them. But for a while, separation gives a special taste, a flavor. But not all the time. So after this separation, Sita Devi, she went to Saket Dham, and Shri Ram, with all his associates, went to in water, Sarju, river Sarju. And from there, with all associates, went to Saket Dham. And again, union there. You see, it's a pastime. For Lord, this is time pass. For us, this is a great lesson. An inspiration, and so much emotion overflows with this. जीवे कारणे आसिया प्रपंचे लीला कैले सुविस्तार. For the jivas, Krishna comes and expands his pastime so that jivas can get benefit of hearing and speaking and remembering, and to take those pastimes to the heart. Jivas get delivered. That's why Lord has to come, Ram, Krishna has to come, Mahaprabhu has to come and expand his pastime. And in that expansion of those pastimes, they relish that. For them, this is pleasure. For us, this is inspiration to advance in our bhakti. Because just by hearing these pastimes, purifying us. Shunvatam Sakatha Krishna Punya Shavan Kirtani. Hriyanto Sai Habhadrani Vinotim Surin Satam. The abhadras, the unwanted desires, the anarthas goes away just by hearing this pastimes of Bhagavan. So whenever we see this separation, it is always there to enhance the union. Short separation, not long term, not forever, for some time. There was there's one account, one history in Puranas. Sita Devi in her previous life was known as Vedavati, and her father gave name Vedavati, means essence of all the Vedas. She was very pure, and she only wanted to marry Vishnu, thinking all other Purushas, male, they die one day and they leave us. So I don't want to marry any Purusha. I only want to marry Param Purusha, means Vishnu. Ravan proposed her, and Ravan wants to marry her, but she refused. No, I only want to marry Vishnu, no one else. Ravan forcefully took her hairs, grabbed her hairs, and forcefully taking Vedavati. But she cut her hairs to get separated from Ravan, and then she gave up her life because she only wanted to surrender her life to Vishnu. And that's why in her next life, his next, she came as Sita Devi, and she married to Vishnu, means Ram. When Janak Maharaj, with the plow, he was plowing the ground, and he found Sita Devi from earth, and he accepted Sita Devi as her daughter, and that's why she is known by the name Janaki. Ram Lakshman Janaki, Jai Bolo Hanuman ki. So Janaki. So these are a few points of tattva of Sita Devi on her appearance day. And also her sacrifice. She wants to accept all faults on her head. She don't want to make Sri Ram faulty of killing demons. That's the nature of one who you love most. May all faults come to me, not to my beloved. Just like Radharani, Krishna disappeared from Ras Leela. The gopis came and the gopis said, Krishna is very cruel. He left all of us. He has no heart, he has no love. And he also rejected you. Radharani said, no, don't say this. It was my fault, not his fault. I ordered him. I'm not supposed to order him. It was my fault. I told him, Krishna, I want to sit on your shoulders. That was inappropriate. That's my fault. So she wanted to take all fault on her head. And similarly, Sita Devi, she knew Ram is Kshatriya and he wants to kill all demons. But then maybe some fault come on his head that he's doing partiality. So may I get all those faults on my head that everything happened because of Sita. What everything happened because of Sita? Everything started with that golden deer, the desire to get that golden deer. She said, no, that's very beautiful. Oh, Ram, I want this golden deer. Oh, Prabhu, I want this. Ram said, no, this is forest. Don't run, don't ask and greet for this golden deer. How she got so much attracted to golden deer? She already rejected all opulences and comforts and luxuries. She rejected all that in back. She wanted to be with Ram. Even a simple lifestyle doesn't matter. Then why seeing a golden deer and she became greedy to get that. That was not the greed. That was one excuse. And after doing this, Sri Ram get this uh, opportunity to kill and finish the whole demonic clan, the demonic dynasty. And then no fault will come to him because that's appropriate on his part. Because Sita got if Sita is getting kidnapped by Ravan, then Ram has to kill the demons. He have to kill those demons. So this is the glory. These are the glories of Sri Sita Devi and Sri Janva Thakurani on this appearance day. We pray to the lotus feet of Sita Devi and Sri Janva Thakurani. O go Sri Janva Devi, a Dasi Karuna, please shower your mercy to this wretched soul so that one day we can able to understand those pastimes and can get entrance in those pastimes to serve your divine lotus feet. Because our worship is worship of Ashray Tattva. Sita Devi is more prominent than Ram. Radharani is more prominent than Krishna. That's Ashray Tattva. Nityam Prabhu is Vishwa Vigraha plus also Ashray Vigraha. That's why they don't utter his name. It's the same potency. And Janva Thakurani. Shri Janva Devi ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So when you can